Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. With WWE Money in the Bank on the horizon, excitement among fans is at an all-time high. Triple H has been featuring some of the best storylines and laying the groundwork for major character shifts. Although there have been numerous character changes in recent months, with SummerSlam approaching fast, more are expected to be featured. Several superstars are now positioned for face turns that could reshape the roster as we head into the SummerSlam season. Potential babyface or heel turns could change the landscape of storylines and add excitement to the SummerSlam card. Triple H has the perfect opportunity to initiate these turns and generate major buzz. Here are a few babyface turns WWE must feature after Money in the Bank 2025 to shake things up. Liv Morgan returned to Raw last week and immediately became involved in drama with Dominic Mysterio. WWE hinted at a potential split between Liv and Dominic, with Roxanne Perez entering the scene, leaving fans both stunned and excited. A triangle dynamic could be in the works, but the real payoff lies in Morgan stepping away from both Dominic Mysterio and the Judgment Day entirely. With Dominic possibly aligning with Roxanne in the post-MITB fallout, Liv Morgan stepping up to start a feud with Perez seems to be the best opportunity. Given her popularity with the fans, it would be easy for her to get the spotlight. Drew McIntyre has done solid work as a heel over the past few months, but his run has lacked the magic of some major victories. After his brutal steel cage match against Damian Priest at Saturday night's main event, fans have not stopped talking. The final moments of the match featured Priest using a concerto to secure a win against the Scottish Warrior, which could signal a significant change in characters. Damian Priest teased a massive heel turn with the concerto, which may be the actual reason behind Drew McIntyre's face turn. Fans have rallied behind the star, even as a heel, and want him to achieve major victories in the future. A potential face turn before SummerSlam could be the best thing for the former WWE champion. Cracks are widening within the Judgment Day, and Finn Balor may be in line to break away from the faction. This week on Raw, Dominic Mysterio accidentally cost Balor a key MITB qualifying match against Seth Rollins and Sami Zayn, which has been all over the internet lately. Tensions between the two have been escalating for months now, and this might be the turning point for the faction. Balor has portrayed the character of a cold, calculated heel very well, but his babyface turn is something fans have been waiting for lately. After Money in the Bank, Balor quitting the Judgment Day and targeting Dominic for an Intercontinental Championship feud makes perfect sense. With WWE SummerSlam approaching fast, this could become one of the biggest feuds of the summer. Considering the rivalry between the two men, Balor could finally get his hands on a singles title after a long wait. It would be interesting to see how things turn out between the two men in the future. When not reporting on pro wrestling, Ishan loves to watch movies and occasionally play cricket. Ishan writes for the WWE Vertical at Sportskeeda. While he is a finance student, Ishan is an avid pro wrestling fan, which has led him to pursue a career in sports journalism. Before joining Sportskeeda, Ishan worked for various renowned websites such as Give Me Sport and Fansided, and has nearly 3 years of experience. He relies only on credible sources like Cage Match when reporting on a topic. Ishan cross-checks his work multiple times to ensure it is factually correct. Ishan's favorite pro wrestler is Seth Rollins. He admires the visionary's never-give-up attitude and work ethic. In fact, it was the Shield's memorable WWE debut in 2012 that got him hooked on sports entertainment in the first place. Ishan would love to interview Rollins someday. With Money in the Bank 2025 just around the corner, all eyes are on the future of WWE. The premium live event traditionally sets the tone for summer storylines and often acts as a reset button heading into SummerSlam. While the spotlight is usually on who climbs the ladder and claims the briefcase, the aftermath often holds just as much weight. For WWE's Chief Content Officer Triple H, this year presents a golden opportunity to reshape the main event scene and freshen up character dynamics. Heel dominance has defined much of WWE's recent landscape, but now The timing is perfect for key stars to switch sides, realign with the fans, and breathe new life into their careers. Here are 3 must-book babyface turns Triple H should greenlight after WWE Money in the Bank 2025. Bron Breakker has been on an absolute tear since arriving on the main roster in late 2024. As a heel, he's wrecked everyone in his path with unrelenting intensity, making him one of WWE's most dangerous rising stars. But with fan respect boiling into reluctant admiration, now is the time to pull the trigger on a full-fledged babyface turn. At Money in the Bank, Bron falls short in the men's ladder match, not because he's outperformed, but because of constant interference from fellow heel competitors, perhaps a newly formed alliance between LA Knight and Grayson Waller. After weeks of being manipulated or used as muscle for authority figures, Breakker finally snaps, but not in a villainous way. The Raw after MITB, Breakker interrupts a promo where Knight and Waller are gloating about controlling the briefcase scene. As Knight tries to gaslight him into staying on Team Selfish, Breakker drops both men with vicious spears, then turns to the crowd, giving a small, respectful nod before walking away. No long promo, no cheesy catchphrase. Just a silent acknowledgement, he's done playing the villain. Bron's natural charisma and no-nonsense style are perfect for a strong silent babyface role, a modern-day Batista. Crowds have been itching to cheer him, but his booking has resisted the turn. By making the switch now, you set him up for a major SummerSlam match against a top-tier heel, maybe Solo Sikoa or even Gunther, and open the door for organic fan investment. Drew McIntyre's heel run in 2024-25 has been both controversial and compelling. Fueled by betrayal, bitterness, and a feeling of being overlooked, Drew's darker persona has made him a powerful foil to WWE's most beloved stars. But after nearly a year of tearing down others, Drew is right for a turn back to the light. Drew loses a major MITB qualifier due to interference from CM Punk, reigniting their simmering tension from earlier in the year. In the weeks following, Punk relentlessly mocks Drew's inability to get the job done, painting him as a perpetual failure who turned heel only to still come up short. Cue a pivotal moment on Raw. Punk goads Drew into another fight, only to have the Scottish Warrior walk away, until Punk spits in his face. Instead of attacking, Drew stares him down, visibly wrestling with his rage, then says, "You're not worth it. I'm done being like you." The crowd pops as Drew finally walks away from the darkness. The following week, Drew saves Sami Zayn from a post-match attack and earns a handshake, cementing his turn. The two would then team up for a tag match on Raw, building toward a blockbuster tag bout versus Punk and a partner, perhaps JD McDonagh or Logan Paul, at SummerSlam. Drew is beloved when he's allowed to be a proud, honorable warrior. His heel run has run its course, and the audience is ready to rally behind him again. A feud with Punk, who will always draw a strong reaction, gives Drew a platform to show growth, and sets him up as a top babyface moving into the fall. Charlotte Flair has spent much of her recent WWE tenure leaning into her legacy, often playing the role of the entitled veteran heel. But a combination of long absences and repetitive character beats have dulled her edge with fans. However, the women's division is stacked with strong heels, like Tiffany Stratton, Kairi Sane, and even Becky Lynch in a darker run, and a babyface Charlotte would be a perfect foil. Charlotte competes in the women's Money in the Bank ladder match and is inches away from winning when Stratton pushes her off and steals the briefcase. This becomes the latest in a long line of Charlotte setbacks, not because she's not good enough, but because younger, flashier stars are playing dirtier than ever. In the post-MITB SmackDown, Stratton cuts a promo mocking Charlotte's fall from grace, saying, "The Queen's reign is over. This is the age of Tiffany." Charlotte interrupts, not with a cocky strut, but with fiery emotion. She acknowledges her mistakes, her past arrogance, and the fans' mixed reactions. "I used to think I didn't need anyone's approval, but now, I want to earn it." From there, she challenges Stratton for a match at SummerSlam, not for a title, not for glory, but to prove she still belongs. Fans gradually warm to this humble, determined version of Charlotte. She starts working more dynamic babyface-style matches, and brings a veteran's credibility to elevate younger talent. Charlotte as a babyface is rarely done right, but now is the time. She's approaching the legendary tier where she can be an elder stateswoman of the division, someone who lifts others while maintaining star power. A feud with Tiffany Stratton is tailor-made for a generational battle, with Charlotte helping to establish Stratton as a long-term main eventer while rebranding herself as a fan favorite in the process. WBE has spent years crafting intricate heel narratives, but now it's time to strike a balance. With Braun Breaker, Drew McIntyre, and Charlotte Flair all positioned perfectly for babyface turns, Triple H has a chance to create a dynamic summer storyline landscape. Each turn opens the door to fresh rivalries, deeper emotional arcs, and renewed fan engagement. If done right, these turns could redefine the WWE main event scene heading into SummerSlam and beyond. And with the crowd hungry for heroes they can believe in again, there's no better time for the rise of new and returning babyfaces.